Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 299. Today we're back playing some more Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, and we are I was definitely trying to do an accent there, and it just ended up not working. We're going to continue with our Eden hard mode streak. I was going for like Scottish, but it came out like my tongue hurt. We got Unicorn Stump and 9 lives, which is, I'll tell you what, not a bad start. Q836 HW8V. For some reason, I really could not read that number. We also have a keyed room really close to our start, which makes me think potential library, maybe? At which point, libraries are worth so much more now because of the bookworm transformation. Don't even get me started. They're worth so much more. So if we can get in there, first I want to see if there are in fact two, because it's possible that our shop is just located in the first room. Although typically, and like not with 100%, like take this with a grain of salt, then throw it over your shoulder, because that's bad luck. Speaking of bad luck, we have negative 0.16 luck. Typically from anecdotal experience, if you have a key room in your very first room like that, it's usually, quote unquote, a library if there's two. So if we find another keyed room and it's a shop, if we find another keyed room, I'm gonna say it's likely that that one is the shop, and that, like I said, this first one that we got here is a library. But it's not looking too good for that theory thus far. We got one more avenue basically that we can explore down here, and if it's not, this room always makes me think for like 3 seconds, and I'm like, oh, the solution's actually quite easy. If it's doesn't end up being a library, it's no issue really. It's not like we're gonna lose because it's not a library. It just kind of stinks. But also, let's check what's in our item room. If it's not a library and we don't find a book that we want to use, maybe we can find something in here that's gonna make Unicorn Stump worth it. Obviously, large zit, not really what I'm looking for. Creep shots, I don't. Oh god, I almost blew myself up. I don't think this item is that good. However, we do have more path here, so as long as this isn't a sacrifice room, don't be a sacrifice room. It's not. So we do have a library up here, which could be big for us. Hopefully it's the one with just 3 books where you don't have to step on any spikes or any crap like that, because the other ones, we only have 2 keys, so I don't really feel like spending the keys on anything. Although if one of them had the Bible, we could, let's just go in and see. And it could also just be with the one with cards and we'd be really upset. It's this one. Which is really good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use 1 key to get this Book of Revelations play. And I know I should probably take, man, I'd really like to access one more. Let's look for Secret Room and see if we can find some keys in there. Maybe here? Yeah, let's hope for one more, because I'd love to get Bookworm. Can it even happen? Yeah, I didn't think so. We do have 5 cents, so good chance the next floor. The reason I did the Book of Revelations play is because it now means we're going to be fighting Famine here. And Famine means that we're going to have a cube of meat, which actually means that we can actually use Unicorn Stump to our benefit. Now, believe me, what's a better item? Like, what would be the best thing for us to have done? Save a key for the next floor, guarantee yourself your item room access, take Satanic Bible with you, and just go for it. Satanic Bible defensively, much better, probably. But this is a more, you know, we've had so many runs, and it's just almost so basic to just take Satanic Bible, have a ton of HP. We're gonna get a ball of bandages here. I will look for the second secret room, just in case it has something for me. But I think this is excuse me. I think this is a more exciting strategy nonetheless. I'll try one more time for a second secret room right here. I think it has to be here, like guaranteed. It is, and we get an Eternal Heart, so we'll take the HP upgrade. I mean, we're going to be just trading it away on the next floor anyway, if we can get a deal with the devil, which I would presume we would, otherwise we would die, although we have 9 lives. But you know what I'm saying? We're going to get a deal with the devil on this floor. What this allows us to do is something we don't get to do often, which is actually like make Unicorn Stump work for us, which means we come in here, we take our invincibility, and we use our ball of bandages to do all of the damage for us. I am going to stick, I think, with our current trinket in Liberty Cap. Not that I don't value Bible Tract, which I think... Man, I feel bad not knowing. The trinkets are like, I mean, even some items I don't really know. People, you guys are nice enough to help me out when I don't, but sometimes it just makes me feel bad, like I really should know that this has this effect, or this has this hidden effect, or this room was not handled well. Oh, please. I should really know that, and I don't always, and so for basically, I'm apologizing for not being a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do, simple plan style. Which I shouldn't be maybe, but I am. We can now go into, if we want to, we can now go into our red boss fight room, which I think we will. I didn't even look at our starting stats. We had 1.15 speed, which is a little bit better than usual. A 9 tier stat is also better than usual, and 3.19 damage, a little bit worse than usual. But overall, I'd say we're in a pretty good situation here. And being able to do this unicorn stump thing means we're going to have a pretty good time of a lot of this. Like, obviously, we only got through one boss fight there, but now we just have to get through a Larry Jr., and we can still use Ball of Bandages. It's just a little dicier because he's a little quick. But also, though, we got, we have the slow in Creep Shot that can actually, oh my god, why do I have 5 new messages? Who is dying? Somebody better be, you need a furnished house, 1 bedroom to start. My friend got Sims for the first time ever and is very confused. There. I'm giving advice because basically I'm the Sims master. Not really, though. I don't even have my own life together. How could a freak could I possibly keep some online human beings alive? No, but dude, I used to freaking love Sims. Probably. Growing up there with maybe favorite childhood game? I don't know. There's a lot of good ones. I would love a bomb. As far as favorite, please tell me I paused during that, otherwise I wasted a lot of time. I don't think I did. So we have a little bit of time to make up, especially if we're wanting to make something like Boss Rush happen, which we always do in here. You know what? At the very least, it's 5 bombs. And I know... why is my head so big? There's 2 tinted rocks on the floor. Or no, there's 1 tinted rock, and... we can look for secret room if we want to, like, well, can't be there. But we could look for the secret room, could technically be there, but I don't know. Let's just go for the free key, and also we get Swallowed Penny. I don't think Swallowed Penny is that good either. Let's go ahead and fight our boss, get our deal with the devil, and see if it's going to be something to just blow our mind. So, you know, the hope with these Eden videos, with streaking as Eden in the first place, is that we can find some synergies that are new. It'll lower our damage even more, which kind of sucks. Yeah, down to 2.21, but the tier stat is really good. 2 of these rooms on the same floor I don't think I've ever seen. Infamy is a great pickup. I will take that. We have 15 cents, so might as well come in here and say potato peeler. A 7-cent potato peeler. Interesting. Interesting. I say we see what our boss, or what our deal with the devil has for us first. See if I want to trade away this HP. If I want to trade away this HP, then obviously potato peeler doesn't help. You know what? It gave us the chance. It basically said, here you go. I don't want Krampus's head, obviously. And you know what? Maybe this will be a deal with the angel run. There's ways we can make it more likely, but not guaranteed. Now, my question is, if I use invincibility, then pick this up, the invincibility goes away. I was going to say, can we, like, cheat it? Oh. So now we have both a cube of meat and a ball of bandage. That's interesting. I didn't know that worked like that. I figured it would just give you what you already had, but that makes sense because it's a potato peeler, so you're cutting chunks of meat off of yourself, which is a little gross to think about, but actually makes absolute sense. So now we actually have 2 different ways to deal damage, 2 orbitals. Now they're not next to each other, obviously, but they're going to be blocking shots for us. Oh, don't have it ready on this room, so gonna have to do the old-fashioned way of, you know, doing 2.41 damage and trying to get stuff. And obviously, Unicorn Stump is not always going to work. On rooms, I would like to do this a little bit more quickly, and was going to get in the room for free, but now we can't. Let's hope that it's a room with combat. Gonna come in here for free. It is a room with combat, which means we're going to get a charge back. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Which means you are going to get a charge back and we can leave for free if we want to. It just means we have to do another room. Oh, we do have to do the big room without it, though. So yeah, obviously, man, this is a room where you would like to have it. Obviously, the synergy falls a little short. Ah, I was dumb. Obviously, the synergy falls a little short when it comes to enemies that are range, enemies that are, you know, decently far away from us. We kind of have issues with those guys. That's nice. Basically got... at least our money back. We did not get the bomb back. However, I will open this as well. They've been good to us thus far. It's a Locust of Conquest, that one is, I think, which I don't value as much as some of the others. I don't know why. I just have this, like, internal feeling that it's kind of weak, and therefore I don't like it as much. The music has done some weird stuff here. There you go, Maestro. I was like, cue the track back up. I was feeling a little uncomfortable, but that's okay. Another big room here, and it's one that this... Oh, it's so nice being able to just run into these guys. Now, I would imagine, or at least one would imagine, that we should be able to do a pretty quick little... Especially if we can get some more damage, we could get a pretty quick run here. Now, I'm trying to think, basically, like I said, the whole point of these Eden Streaks is to find new synergies with new items in Afterbirth Plus. Obviously, this whole unicorn horn was a synergy that already existed, or it was an item, and if you want to call it the synergy between this and Ball of Bandages, if I guess you could call it that, was something that already existed. Is that not where the room's gonna be? Did I just misplace it? I will waste a second bomb just to be sure. I didn't misplace it. It's literally just not there. You'll learn something new every day. Obviously, using Unicorn Horn with a cube of meat / ball of bandages is a strategy and a synergy that has existed long before the dawn of man. However, this will probably be our secret room. Maybe we can find some new fresh ways, if you will. I wish I could blow that guy up and increase our chance. Maybe we can find some new, fresh, creative ways to bring it into the 21st century with Afterbirth Plus items. I'm trying to think. Pinking Shears, it's a great spacebar item. You're not wrong there. However, I don't think it's for us. It's not what I'm looking for. Really, like, I'm trying to think of synergies, and the most that I can think of are from just regular Afterbirth and not Afterbirth Plus. See, like, this is a room where obviously we're kind of just SOL. It's up to our own 2.41 damage to get things done. Luckily, that guy created a little path for us so we can get this room done a little bit faster. Like, Midas Touch is obviously fantastic. Turdy Touch. Trying to think of new items / trinkets that could be good for us. I will see what's going on in here. Nah, nothing that good. I think we'll just bypass this room. And we are a little slow. I would like to make it to Boss Rush, if possible. Because I feel like with this synergy, you know, the music. Is it... I don't know what happened there. I was like, did I forget to turn back on the music? Because sometimes when I play by myself, I play without music because it's a little annoying. But I don't think I did there. Now, here's the question. We were gifted... basically this opportunity to get a deal with the devil with only a 33% chance. Although I said I kind of am interested in doing deal with the angel stuff. Are there deal with the angel things that are any good? Guardian Angel or Sworn Protector, whichever one it is, would be okay. It would be okay. I'm trying to think of other angel room items, and I really honestly can't think of any. And so I think you probably take Book of Sin for Bookworm. Pretty much solely for Bookworm. That's all I'm looking for. Even though we're not shooting that often, I still think Bookworm is pretty good. And it's a luck upgrade, right? We were negative. Are we positive yet? It is not a luck upgrade. So just ignore me. If you're looking for me to be like an almanac of Isaac knowledge, that's like not why God put me on this planet. So just like, maybe don't expect that. I'd like to, yeah, I was gonna say I'd like to get these guys before they go. An Awaz rune could get us out of some pickles. You know, or cucumbers if they have not been soaked in vinegar yet. Is that how you make a pickle? I think it is. I'm no pickle expert. I used to really dig pickles. It's weird how your, like, tastes change over time. Because as a kid, I would freaking tear up some pickles on, like, anytime I went to McDonald's, it's like, give me a burger with pickles on it. Now, no mustard because mustard is disgusting. Even to this day, I'll hold that to be true. But as a kid, I would tear up some pickles. I don't have any issue with them now. It depends what it's on. I gotta be in the mood for a pickle, if that makes sense. And I'm just like, more, what is this? Fishtail, it also stinks. I don't think I've ever picked this up before. Have I? Maybe I have and I'm not 100% aware. I imagine it has something to do with the fish head item. Is there a new fish transformation? I think I would have heard about that by now. So I'm going to say no, but I know the item room is over here. And the shop, apparently. We're doing fine on consumables, which is great. We get Virgo here for some invincibility, which, again, with our 1 cube of meat and 1 ball of bandage is pretty good. If we ever take a hit, we can get that invincibility. It also means guaranteed good pills, I believe, is a secondary effect of it. So that's cool. I will blow both of these guys up for some money and, of course, the increased deal with the devil chance. We only got 5 cents out of it. That's not that big a deal. I also quite want to visit our curse room I'd like to do so for free. If you could find it in your heart. No, but maybe over here for free. We do find our secret room over here. Anything, just a teleportation down the next floor. I will pop AWAS as well, just so we can join its little trapdoor brother. Brother, help me. That was Hulk Hogan as Mufasa, if you were wondering. You got a ringside seat to, brother. Yeah, I've never seen, hopefully that's pretty obvious by my great reference there. I've never watched wrestling, but I assume it's a thing. I see little videos of it all the time. Although, is it like real? I've never, like I said, I've never watched myself, but I always hear people say it's fake, and then I watch the video, like little people share like videos on Facebook, like, oh my god, Skullbreaker SmackDown, the 30th of October, you gotta see it. And that was more like a monster truck announcer, but I'll like watch the little clips that they share, and I'm like, why is this dude grabbing his, it looks like he's like making it look like he's grabbing his nose, but he's like, oh, from like a foot away from his face, like he can't even fake the injury. Is it real? Or is it fake? Please let me know. Unfortunately, we can't like access that chest and get it, so I'm not even gonna get the chest. However, thank goodness for that rock. That rock is a godsend. I will come in here for free, and we'll see if we can get a second guppy item. I think I can get this chest all by my lonesome, but I am gonna use a little bomb-related assistance. We didn't get anything from it. That's okay, though. Hopefully we can get one more room of combat. Yes, we do. This is be like a really fun room to actually, thank you, Virgo. Did come in handy there, but like that's really unfortunate. That would have been a nice room for us to have our unicorn horn charge on, because that room is basically, in my mind, complete 100% human garbage. Also known as Kylie Kendrick. Jenner. I don't know. Trying to make fun of celebrities, but I don't know any of them well enough. I'm taking a lot of damage. Luckily, we're not doing a daily, so it's not that big a deal, which reminds me, I had a daily crash on me today. I can see forever. Cool. Where's our second secret room, then? I had a daily crash on me today while I was in the process of, like, breaking it wide open, and was at, like, 50,000 points. I shared the photo on my Twitter. You can go check it out, at PlaycrastiNation, if you don't follow me there yet. Literally, though, follow me on Twitter. I share a lot of cool stuff on Twitter. Actually, I don't. It's like an awkward little, we'll take the HP. The music, once again, is just confused. It's like an awkward little, what do you want? It's like, so I have a personal Twitter that I use for like 97% of everything. This room scares the heck out of me. That I use for like 90% of anything. Like if I ever think of something funny, why would you place that there? I mean, we have, I was gonna say we might as well, because we have the charge. Might as well go for it and then say thank you, and then we can like do it again and get this for free. Ace of Spades, no thanks. I tweet like everything. Well, when I say something's funny, it may not actually be true, but I tweet what I consider to be more funny things from that account, because it's where, like, you know, all the people that I go to school with are, all the people I went to high school, all my like IRL friends, if you will, to steal a 21st century millennial term. That's where most of them are, so I do most of my tweeting from there. And then it's like, I never know, because like people are like, well, why don't you just combine your personal page and your YouTube page? Well, then I don't want to like annoy all the people from, you know, high school and college with all, because every time I upload a video and add it to a playlist, which I do both simultaneously, it posts an alert on my Twitter. So that's like 2 extra, and I post, yeah, 2 videos a day, so that's an extra 4 tweets from me a day on that account that they have to put up with, and they're already putting up with my garbage bad humor, which, remember when I just said it was funny? It's like hit or miss. But they already have to put up with those terrible tweets, so why would I make them put up with more spam, especially since the majority of them do not watch my content. I've got a couple friends that are like into video games that'll watch my content, but I would say for the most part, a lot of the people that like I went to high school with that I don't even really talk to anymore, we just, you know, out of courtesy, follow each other on social media because it's the kind thing to do in the modern economy. Those kind of people, it's like, they don't want to see this, you know. They're probably not going to subscribe, so like, you never know though, maybe if I combine them they would, who knows. Still have no idea, that's our second guppy item, thank you. Still have no idea what freaking Stinky Fishtail is doing for us. I've yet to see any sort of flies happen, but maybe once we become guppy, well, I guess we also haven't like taken, well, we've taken hits. So I don't really know what it's doing for us. Is this... It's only Necropolis 1. So I would probably say... Boss Rush is a no-go. Oh, God. Calm down, man. I would probably endeavor to say, yeah, I will take the ability to fly. I didn't really want that to happen. I would say Boss Rush probably not going to happen. And this also helps our range issues. Also, I spent about 47 keys in this room. Undefined used to be fun and used to be an item that I would take 90% of the time. But they got rid of chest looping. And they got rid of that in Afterbirth. But without the ability to just do infinite chests, I feel like that was the best part of Undefined, if you will. I mean, obviously being able to access special rooms without having to pay for them, still looking for Guppy's Head, is nice as well, but really it wasn't like the main reason I would take it. We are not taking out Brownie as fast as I thought. There we go. That's a little bit more at the pace that I was hoping. Let's get a deal with the devil. Let's get our final Guppy item, and let's go really fast and see if we can make it to Boss Rush on the next floor, because that'd be cool, please, though. Like, you could see if we didn't have... we get another Tears upgrade, which is useless for us. We will take the damage upgrade. You can kind of see how if we didn't have this... if we didn't have Unicorn Stump, we would be really struggling on this run. Like, we would be going so slowly. I feel like I have to open that just for the chance that it's what I'm looking for. Give me a syringe. No syringe, but pills are guaranteed to be good. I'm Drowsy actually is a good pill, so thank you. Okay, let's see if we can do this quickly. Do this quickly, and then get into the room for free. Thank you. Although we could have just flown in for free, I now realize. Pick this up. Oh, thank you, Cube Meat, for saving me. Second, I'm Drowsy. Should just, like, put all enemies to sleep in my mind. A health upgrade, not really what I'm looking for. I will go out for free because, well, usually these contain battery charges is what I was going to say. In this case, no. But even, like, when we don't have a charge ready, it's still not that big a deal to just get in there with our Ball of Bandage and Cube Meat and just do all of our damage that way. Guppy's Head. Guppy's Head would obviously tremendously increase our damage output. Yeah, that's great. I will switch these because we're getting a little bit low on keys. I put our chances of actually making it to Boss Rush pretty low because I do still want to make it to things like Item Room. But I'm running through these rooms basically as quickly as I can. There is Item Room, so if we could make it happen quickly, let's go, let's go, let's go. Camo undies. As long as we don't fire when we come into a room, we are invisible. Interesting item. Though I don't think I've ever made it work. Oh, no, I didn't see that guy. I didn't see that he was tinted slightly differently. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it, so... But I will take a 7-cent Chaos, and I'm going to be upset if this... Yeah. I didn't show the seed for some reason. Oh, yeah, I did show the seed. Punch in the seed. Tell me if that was Guppy's Head. Because, like, low-key, I bet it was. Look before you leap, kiddos. We'll take the homing bombs because they're still good. But, yeah, I would say high likelihood. I mean, there's also, like, Goat Head, and there's tons of other items that could have been in that golden chest. But, my name is Josh. My name is Josh. And, let's be honest, probably was that item. Which kind of stinks. Mystery Sag's paying out in the clutch for us. Oh, I took damage there because I stink? Good to know, but we now have Virgo invincibility, which means probably we can get through the rest of this fight without even needing our Space Bar item. Just kidding, I will pop the Space Bar item. And we are, of course, just gonna miss Boss Rush ever so slightly. No deal with the devil, about 30 seconds off. I'll tell you what, take that time, like literally do it. Take the time that I was texting earlier to tell people about The Sims. That's why you focus on the game you're playing. Yes, we're doing this. You nutso? There's good chances. I mean, we didn't really make it work for us. And we lost keys in the process. However, still good. Literally the time that I was texting probably determined whether or not we ended up making that one work for us. I don't know. Was I texting for 30 seconds? I went decently. Oh, speedy texter. Again, we're using Q836 as like all of our damage here. What's this last one? Teratoma. A little more scary to use this one here just because he like, breaks open. Yeah, it's a little more frightening to do so, but actually with 4.31 damage, we're actually not doing as bad of damage as we were earlier. Thank you to the Mark for hooking us up, which I never knew. The Mark, like look over there at the item. It's, oh god. It's 3 6s into that shape. I literally thought it was just like a drawn shape, like a triangle thing. It's not, it's an actual thing. Luckily, we pretty much still have nothing to be worried about. My main worry is, are we going to make this Guppy thing happen? Because without shops, it's a lot less likely, if we're being honest. We will take the 2 black hearts. I'll look and see if we can get out of here for free. We cannot, so I'll just use this. Tinted rock here. We'll take small rock for sure. No, another one of these. Whipworm. We haven't really seen Stinky Fishtail hook us up that much, so I'm like tempted to abandon it. But I'm hoping eventually it makes itself known. We still have obviously several ways of getting this final guppy. I mean, it can literally show up anywhere. It could show up after a boss fight, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just I think part of it is just the fact that guppy items can appear in so many different pools. You got, well, like Guppy's head can appear in golden chest and devil pools, and so when all the pools get combined or swapped or however exactly it works, I feel like they show up on boss fights a lot more often than you would expect. And that could, again, just be anecdotal, as a lot of my evidence for everything I do in life is. But I at least feel like it's accurate. This is where it's nice to have freaking double roasting weenies on these guys on both sides of our skewer. But like, obviously that's anecdotal, but if it shows up here, I mean, I think the last time we had chaos, we got 9 lives in the shop. Which we no longer have shops unless we can make it down to Hush Fight. But honestly, I would not feel comfortable doing Hush Fight right now. Pretty much solely because the only reason we're doing so well on a room-to-room basis is because of our Unicorn Stump. And a one-time use of Unicorn Stump really does not help us. Conquest, unfortunately, I think is a seeded item, which means it's guaranteed gonna be the pony, the white pony, which kind of sucks for us. Okay, just stand in the corner. Which pretty much sucks for us, because I'm pretty sure that it means, like, oh my god, I'm pretty sure it means, like, guaranteed, please though, do not suck my bomb away. I'm pretty sure it means, oh my god, I'm pretty sure it means, like, guaranteed white pony. See, like, this is us against Conquest. Could you imagine us against Hush? When you're struggling against Conquest because he teleported right as we did our first thing, that's when you know you're in trouble. Please though. Almost done. One more round will get him done. I can run into him with the cube meat if I need to. Deal with the devil. 67% chance. We do get it. And we get distant admiration. It's at least another source of damage while we're using our spacebar item. And we don't want white ponies. So we'll just go down. And we're still looking for that last guppy item. Maybe at the very least it could make itself appear to us on the chest. I'm a little upset by the fact that we didn't really find any Afterbirth Plus things. At least at this point, we could still make something like that work. So I'm a little upset at this point that we haven't found anything that works or that synergizes really cool with this. I will look in here just in case. I was hoping for a judgment that I could destroy. Yeah, I'm just bad at all things. It's okay though. But we didn't make that happen. That's okay though. At the very least, like, there's 2 goals whenever I do Eden Streaks. One is to find new synergies, and one is to the fact that you start with random items, and I feel like this is the whole point of Eden in general, is because you start with random items, it gives you, we have swallowed our trinket. We have telepilsed. It gives you at least a chance to try out combinations that you wouldn't usually try. Like Unicorn Stump is something. Most of the time, if I'm playing as like Isaac and I have the chance to reroll, pretty much any spacebar item is a guaranteed reroll. So Eden is nice because it gives me a chance to use those spacebar items that I wouldn't normally use. And so for that, I'm appreciative. Everything in this room was confused. Was that camo undies? I don't think it was. Was that fishtail that we swallowed? It could be, but that would have like only have been the first time that we actually saw the effect work. Hook me up, daddy. Didn't hook me up. That would have been only like the first time that we actually saw the effect work, so I'm not convinced that that's what it does. Although maybe it does. Do we have anything else that would... That was the I'm drowsy effect, obviously, but is there anything else we have that would make that happen for us? Confuse enemies when we enter a room. Not that I could think. Maybe it's an effect of camo undies and I just don't know it that well. I'm gonna guess that that's what it is. And actually, I think it is camo undies. So what's nice is we can actually come into a room, everybody's confused, we're invisible, and then we press spacebar and they still can't see us. So will bosses just like not attack us? Let's try. So like... No? Okay, we got some weird stuff going on. The music, of course, is gone again. And unfortunately, we missed, like, most of our opportunity here, but that's okay. So actually, as I was complaining about us not finding a new Afterbirthy synergy, which just sounds disgusting, we may actually have one. Thank you, Infamy. We may actually have one in camo underwear. I didn't really give this item a whole lot of credit when we picked it up, but maybe it's coming into the room. It's making things confused. Hook me up. This sucks because even when we pay for these, we can't get down to invincibility, which kind of stinks. Yeah, there's not much we can do here. I mean, we could pay an HP for this, but we just get the HP right back. And we could pay an HP for this and get an empty container, I guess, which makes the most sense, and then just don't pick anything up. Again, I think we're too weak for the Hush fight. I can't do it. Once our Unicorn Stump charge ran out, we would basically just be relying on running into him and making it work. Now, we could have turned into Guppy down there, don't get me wrong. That's a possibility. Also, I messed up. My problem is I enter every room firing, so camo undies is never an item that I really have a chance to make work for me. But you come in here. Okay, there's nothing. Confused slot machine, though. You come in here. I guess bosses do not get confused, so that's something to consider. We're going to be struggling a little bit on this floor. And that's pretty much solely due to the fact that we're going to be fighting a lot more bosses. And as you saw, bosses kind of give us our biggest area for... Yeah, that sucks. Area for improvement. Bosses are going to be kind of rough on us. Let's also... Don't pick up any hearts. Pick up a half heart. That way if we get like a Joker card or something, we can still maintain Polaroid invincibility, but we don't have to trade away Spirit Hearts. And we can still, yeah, keep all the benefits, basically. Let's hope for a Joker card from these guys. That'd be cool. Yeah, as you can see here, also with no BFF, like... also with BFF, we're still strong, but not like super duper strong. Like, these things can only do work for you for so long. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make a deal. I will make a deal with you. I will eat a stick of butter if you put a Guppy item in this. Joke's on you. I wasn't going to eat it anyway. I want to save Yara, so we will keep this, and I will use my card to get out of here. It's kind of scary not knowing how much HP we have. But that's okay. That's okay. We're still pretty, like, even when we can't do the damage in the way that we want to, we're actually still pretty strong. So we're totally fine. And we are going to make it down to the next floor, no issues. Now I'm going to get through as much of this as I can without popping our spacebar item. And then I'll pop the spacebar item. Because when he starts spawning the fetuses, that's when this fight gets really annoying. So I'd like to try to make it to that point before, and then just try to, like, finish it all off in one go. So as soon as he, like, takes his stand, as soon as he comes up for the standing ovation. Come on, man. You had a great performance. Do I have to clap? Do I have to clap? Oh, there we go. There's the stand. So now we'll come in here. We'll freaking tear him up with these bad boys. Tear him up with the cubes. Tear him up with the cubes. Again, didn't quite get as far as we wanted there. Didn't kill this guy, which is unfortunate. And now this part's not going to be fun because we're probably not doing enough damage to... Actually, we are. Look at that. We're doing just fine. And we can run into him with cube meat for even added damage if we want to. Okay, now we're not doing enough damage for some reason. What changed, man? What changed? Is it not as good for you as it was for me? Gonna come up here. Gonna run into him with the double damage. That should have been enough damage that he won't come flying at us. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So if we can get Distant Admiration aligned with the cube of meat, that's what we're looking for there. And we're doing just enough damage. Oh, God, he shot, but I blocked it somehow. Block, block, body block. It's like Terry Crews in the Old Spice commercials from the days of yonder. Does he still do those commercials? No idea. I think they got a new guy. Couldn't tell you. Don't want that. Next floor. Make sure you use your Yara rune. And then we'll get 8 new items, and maybe one of them will be Guppy. Snaps for Guppy. I'm a sorority girl. Apologies to any sorority girls out there. Guppy, Guppy. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so apparently this room got, like, re-rolled into, like, devil deals. So we will take this. We will become Guppy. We will take this. We'll take 99 set. Look at all these bomb synergies. I guess bombs have their own pool because these all became bomb synergies. That's really weird. And the left side was all... Yeah, I don't really know how that works. Let's use some more bombs. Oh my God, I was holding down too many keys at once, and I don't know why my keyboard, but maybe it's Isaac. It's an issue on Isaac's part. But when you hold down too many keys, and you try to press something, it won't register like the 5th key that you hold down. So I was holding down too many things at once. and it just couldn't register that I pressed spacebar, so I ended up running into him. We're a little low on HP, you would not be wrong by saying that, but we also have 9 lives. And so I would think on any given attempt, especially with Guppy, especially with our spacebar item, we should be able to beat Blue Baby. So even if we lose some lives on the way there, I would mostly say, do not fret, my pet. And maybe, do I pick up Curse the Tower? I generally think it's a god-awful item, but I'm going to take it because we do have so many bomb synergies. I'll take Gimpy, of course. We'll take Linger Bean. Crying makes me too, you know, it's not that good, but it's better than nothing objectively, so we'll be happy that we got that. And our 1.84 Luxstat is actually coming in pretty clutch here. Neither of those really interest me, so I think we'll say no to both of those. I like being at our Polaroid invincibility here. It's pretty handy, although we haven't been hit yet to actually like show why it's handy. But it is. You can just trust me on that. I don't know why you wouldn't. Do I look like someone who would lie to you? You can't even see me right now. Do I look like someone who would lie to you? Should I add webcam to my Isaac? What is that? I don't know what it is, but it torched him. Should I add webcam to my Isaac Let's Plays? I know like pretty much nobody does, but maybe that's what would separate me. I mean, people do on Twitch. But on YouTube, not a lot of people do the webcam, but also I tend to feel like, and this may be just psychological, but I tend to feel that my commentary is better, more on points, if you will. Oh, I got a freaking heart back somehow. Stepped on it like a dingus. Tend to think my commentary is better when I don't have a webcam on. Maybe it's because when you have the webcam on as well, you're not only worried about what you're saying, but also like what your facial expressions are when you're doing certain things. So maybe it's that added stress. You gotta be kidding me with that freaking Tony Romo. Maybe it's the added stress. Could be. Couldn't tell you though. But also, I don't know that that's necessarily true because my commentary in like Borderlands is flippin' awful. And like, if you want to go, like I haven't received a comment or anything saying that it's awful. Just like personally, even as I'm playing it, I'm like, I don't know what to say. I think part of the issue is like, I think obviously Isaac is just a game with, you know, I'm getting close to I think 700 hours or something like that. When you have that many hours logged into a game, what you're doing in it, like with the way your brain functions while you're playing it, a lot of it is almost muscle memory at that point. And so I think commentary, especially in this, becomes a lot easier because instead of your brain constantly working on what the heck you're doing, your brain can focus on, you know, making dank meme references and you know, things of that nature. And so I guess this is weird. I guess that's what's different with Borderlands. It's a game I've never played for, so like all the commentary of like characters I've never met and like all the character development, and even like I'm not that good at first person shooters, so even having to focus on like not dying on a daily basis against boss fights is a heck of a lot different. It's like when we're on like half a heart here in Isaac and I'm up against like a decently tough boss like the Haunt on the first floor or something. If we have like no HP, you'll notice I also go radio silent. It's because you gotta stop the language center of your brain and start focusing on what you're actually doing. Is that actually how it works? I could not tell you. I was literally afraid this was going to be Super Envy Room, but you know what? We're going to dunk on it nonetheless. Kevin Durant style, is he a football player? Is he one of them round orange football players? Hope so. Not like he is not round and orange in his description. The football is round and orange because it's actually basketball. Oh yeah, we don't have invincibility anymore. That's okay. Freaking Curse the Tower Sad Bombs cleared this room out. Where's the last two? Got him. Second secret room, hook me up. Another Eternal Heart. So we're gonna get a win on this one, which is totally fine. I mean, obviously it's fine, but like, but yeah, Borderlands commentary never is good, never is solid, doesn't flow off the tongue as easily. And I think the biggest part of that, honestly, is the level of familiarity and maybe comfort, even, if you will. Something like Isaac, I just have a much better time letting the words kind of just flow, let whatever comes into my brains just... And now suddenly I can't find the words to describe what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's get this done. We got a couple more hits. You know, we finished with only 4.31 damage, yet this was a very strong run, but it's strong in a different way, which is why I enjoyed it. It's nice to show off different synergies that we don't see a lot. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them all by, because we'd love to have them, guys. We're 299 subscribers. Your friend could literally be the 300th subscriber. So if you're out there and you're considering it, think about doing it. Also, this is like a week backlog, so by the time this goes up, hopefully, unless I'm a loser, hopefully we have 300 subscribers. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.